from London to Oslo, from Oslo to Alta, Alta to Hammerfest, from Hammerfest back to Alta, and now we're going on our adventure. Today's little adventure, just a little. Those of you who've known me for maybe 7 years may remember a phrase which I once used when I was on a little expedition, and I said I'm going on a little walk up a big hill. Well, the same can be said today for our little adventure. But before we get going with this adventure today, last night was by far the most incredible Northern Lights experience that I have ever experienced. We thought we would go out, have a little drive around ourselves and see if we could find somewhere a bit quiet, and we found the first place and it was like, wow, this is really nice. And then all the snowplows came into the car park where we were, so we had to move on. We drove along a little bit more, and then I've seen the Northern Lights easily at least 100 times, but last night it was all just taken with iPhone, and I do know that when people use their phones, they edit them and make them look absolutely fluorescent and ridiculously fake. Well, I can promise you that the video where you'll hear me squealing has not been edited in any way at all. There's also some photos. I'm laughing because of how I'm squealing. Anyway, it's minus 19.7. We've got to go and buy a pair of gloves because someone forgot theirs. Roll the clip. Oh my gosh! Oh! Whoa! Oh my gosh! Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh! In Alta, the main square of the city, it seems quite strange calling it a city because it is very small, and it's actually just made up of lots of like principalities, like little villages and things. And the main square does look a bit dishevelled at the moment because they're doing a lot of work here, like art, and it's made up of ice. And this is a ship. There's also a dragon made of snow over there, and the ice itself, the blocks are huge, and these blocks come from, look how crystal clear they are. They come from a local river not far away, and they're used for this, and they're also used to make the ice igloo and the ice hotel. And at night these are actually all lit up with beautiful little lights, and as we come along to look at this is the propellers of the ship. The light coming through them, there's a grass caught inside of this one. the detailing that these artists put in is incredible, isn't it? All carved out. There is got a little man, a fish, maybe another fish. Don't know. Not sure. However, this one, love heart. It's actually Valentine's Day today as well, and it's freezing cold. It's minus 19.7. And it's also our 15-year anniversary. For the rest of the ship, little maze for little children to play in. This is the actual town square, and if you're doing any expeditions, for example, if you're going snowshoeing or to see the Northern Lights, which you can do for free, you will come to this hotel, the Canyon Hotel, and that's what the meeting point, because these guys have the monopoly to go out and do all the expeditions and things. But please, definitely wear gloves. I've got 2 pairs of gloves, and I've just been and bought a third because it is biting cold. When you first arrive, when you're booking through whichever booking agency you use or your hotel, you'll come to a place called Gargia, which is a tiny little village, like up in the mountains. It's like half an hour to get here on a single little road which has been cleared by the snow plows. And whether it be snowmobiling or hiking or snowshoeing, walking, you will arrive at this beautiful lodge, and then you'll come inside, and for snowmobiling they'll give you these, maybe for huskies as well, and you've got all different sizes. And then also we did bring hiking boots, and we brought our own gloves and our own hat. However, they recommend that you need to wear loose things, because if you wear tight things, the cold gets underneath and can't come back out. But if you wear looser things, it can create like an air pocket, so the air gets warm. For example, around your head, or your face. You bring yourself a snood if you don't. They do have everything available, like buffs, hats, various gloves. But we had gloves with fingers in them. However, mittens work better because the air can move around your fingers and keep them warmer. They provide you with little hand warmer little things. Excuse me. And they really do help. There's no point in saying halfway up there, the lady has said, before we get going, to then say you want some, because when you're out in the minus 20s or whatever it is, that when you're shaking them to get them work, they won't work because they're freezing cold. So they give you a little list of things to bring, but you can get things off the company when you're here.
You see how to deal with your new feet, okay? They are much wider than your shoes. So if you, usually when you cross a bridge, or when you get a little bit scared, or when you tend to forget you have snowshoes, that's what you do. Walk normally. But if you do that, most likely you will fall. So if you are not hurt, I will take a picture first. But if you are hurt, of course I will help you. I'm not so horrible person, okay? But
so we are almost ready. I have got, this is what you have to wear. So socks and wool socks. Base layer trousers. Then my trouser jean things. Then double layer trousers. Then base layer t-shirt, hoodie, snood, woolly hat, thick North Face coat, and mittens. Oh, and then I've got my eye thing as well. It's absolutely freezing. It is so peaceful and beautiful. It's like an enchanted forest. And here in the middle of the woods, or the forest, this is actually the main freeway or highway, as this is where all the dog sleds, this is the way the dogs go out with their owners, either to the shop or if they're racing, and it is cold. He's stuck under the tree. Alright. Okay. At least let me get a picture. One thing that I actually even forgot is my favourite cheese, Norwegian cheese. It's like caramel. Like, you know, we have dairy slices or cheese slices, but they have caramel or toffee flavour. And you put it on waffles, and the ladies just made us some waffles. And it's got this cheese is delicious. And you know I won't do a food vlog because when people doing it and they're like nom, 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 nom. We actually made
Okay, so welcome on board this guided trip.
We smuggled ourselves onto a there's lots of cruise ships come and go, and we just got on a bus with some people and we've been to the we almost ended up on a cruise. So now our lovely guide, our new driver is taking us back. What a wonderful thing we found here in the centre of Alta. This is a memorial for Steinar Jessen here. I think it's absolutely beautiful what the city have done, as this lovely individual sadly lost their lives on the 22nd of July in 2011, I believe it was, for what happened up at Norway with all those school college kids. What happened, I don't want to say the words, but you remember what happened, and it's absolutely beautiful, and it sits there in the centre of the square with the sun shining on it. Right, for anyone who is going to be coming up into Finnmark in the winter months, may I suggest something to you? It's like gloves on, gloves off, gloves on, gloves off. If you're trying to film things and you're using your GoPro or any kind of filming device, buy a little stylus pen And you can press with that because your fingers, once they get cold, they don't uncold. My beard's even frozen. So what we're going to do is we're going to warm up and go into this beautiful, beautiful place. This is the Alta Cathedral, or the Northern Lights Cathedral, situated just on the outskirts of the city centre, which is just along there. It's not far at all. You can see it from every angle. The sun's setting on it now, and it is not even 2 o'clock and the sun is going down. And the cathedral, it was built in 2013. It sits a couple of hundred people. You can visit it at certain times through the day. And as I'm walking up towards it right now, I've got a feeling that it's actually closed. There is certain times of the day when you can go in. You can pay to go in to the main entrance just here, which, like I say, it's closed. Downstairs is a museum to educate or show the Northern Lights. Inside, it's actually dedicated and designed round the Northern Lights and the theme. There is Jacob's ladder going up there also, and at the back, and I do know this because I actually really wanted to see it, it's a bronze and gold statue which was designed and made by a designer in Italy, and it was shipped up here. It's a great big huge statue of Jesus with his arms open, and the light changes, so from the bottom by his feet all the way up to his head, it actually changes colour with the colour of the sun and the lights. But unfortunately it is closed, so I'm going to just put pictures up over my voice here so you can see inside, because tomorrow we have got a little adventure to another little place which is very unique here. It was the second one on Earth to ever be built, and it is the most northerly one in the whole world. Now, I'm dragging this part of the video out because I'm avoiding telling you something now. Well, as you know, we set off this morning and we were doing this snowshoe hike, and unfortunately there was myself, the guide, and 7 other people, and 3 of the group couldn't do it. So unfortunately we had to turn back. Don't get me wrong, it was brilliant, beautiful, going through the woods, through the forest, seeing all the frozen water, and you could see the water coming down like the cliff faces. Beautiful it was, but we didn't actually get to the waterfall. But stick around, because I'll probably get into trouble for saying something later on in the video, but I'm going to tell you how you can get to do that sort of thing a completely different way and save yourself a whole lot of money. The main street, which with the cathedral being behind us, you have bars and restaurants. There is a sunbed shop, or solarium as it's known its name in other parts of the world. There is the shopping mall, which is built in to all of this inside. Variety of sports shops, beauty shops like, you know, makeup and body lotions and potions. You have the main car park situated just there. Excuse me, just down there. And to use that car park is pay by app. However, if you park inside of the shopping mall itself, which you see the little red entrance just here, that's the entrance to the shopping centre, and you can park your car in there, and it's almost half the price of parking indoors. Yeah. Gorgeous dragon. Stay there. I can honestly tell you, this is a lifesaver. Look at my beard all frozen because it is getting colder and colder. And while I'm at the top of my personal little castle, here we are in Alta, look what I found just here. And you know I'm doing it. It's a slide. When we were kids, the only slides that we ever had were made of steel. And they were, in the summer, scalding, boiling red hot. And you'd shoot down it. And you'd have 3rd-degree burns at the bottom. So, let's climb on and hope for the best. It's cold on my bum. Oh! Too old for this. Too old for this shit. It's cold on my bum. Oh! Too old. Do you remember when we first arrived and I said how the Earth is spinning on its axis? 23.4.9 degrees, almost 23.5 degrees. Spinning round. And we're closer to the sun in the months of January and February than we are for the rest of the year. Well, 100,000 kilometers an hour we're spinning around the sun. So we're now zooming around the sun super fast as we've got like a gravitational kick to spin us out and back round again. And there was a solar flare earlier today, but earlier reports said there was going to be very low solar activity, and the solar flare kicked out from the sun. And as we've been spinning around the sun, we've actually came into the area where, so if this is the sun flare coming towards us, the Earth, thank you, he's turned the lights on. So we're coming round like this as the solar flare's coming. So the reports of having no northern lights changed rapidly. So we're now about to make our way out. It's 10 o'clock at night. It's minus 19.6. It's madness. So we're going to go out, go in a car somewhere, find a dark lay-by, a dark road, and go and see what we can find again. So the Earth in science is just incredible. I love this sort of thing. And this is like one of the reasons why I also love coming up here, so we can enjoy seeing what Mother Nature and the universe is throwing at the Earth. Let's go and see if we can find some like last night's, which were amazing. And I'll try not to squeal as much. Let's go. Oh my goodness.
You're getting this?
Yeah.
I can't.
Ah. Oh.